Creating and teaching with accessible materials is more than checking a box for federal requirements. With the new push to meet the revised Title II requirements, we wanted to give faculty a chance to see what accessibility looks like through the lens of assistive technology and users who depend on it. In this video, we will take a closer look at JAWS. JAWS, or Job Access with Speech, is a leading screen reading software for Windows. Developed by Freedom Scientific, JAWS is designed to help users with low vision or vision loss navigate and use computers independently. JAWS works by using specialized keyboard commands that eliminate the need for a mouse or touchscreen to navigate operating systems, web pages, menus, and documents. While navigating, JAWS converts all on-screen text and visual items into synthesized speech and braille output by detecting and reading metadata such as labels, alt text, headings, links, and text boxes to assist with general navigation, application use, web browsing, and document editing. As you will hear Christina say during the JAWS demonstration, JAWS serves as the user's electronic eyes, moving them from place to place on their device via keyboard navigation and using auditory labels to inform them where they are on the screen and which item is selected. Most importantly, though, JAWS provides the means needed to allow users the same level of digital freedom and productivity as sighted users by translating sight into sound without compromise. Now that you know a little more about JAWS, it's time to see what accessibility with JAWS looks like with a demonstration from Christina Matichek from the Office of Admissions and Aid.
Good afternoon. Today we're just going to give a brief demonstration on what JAWS, the screen reader, is and what it does. For myself, as a completely blind person without scope of sight to see the computer screen, JAWS allows me to use every key within just single-use keys or key combinations to read the screen and use it as I would for a mouse. So here I'm on the login screen of my computer, which all of us have to log into our screen after it kicks us out every 30 seconds, it seems like. So JAWS will tell me by pushing insert and the letter T.
Title is Windows sign-in.
And that means I would put my password in now, which I will do.
Welcome list box. Switch to Christina Matichek 1.
So now it tells me I'm on my desktop and into my computer. From here, I'm able to navigate to anything on my desktop that I have saved as anybody else would with first letter navigation. For example, I have notes on a sheet, so I would travel there by just hitting the letter N.
Notes 15 of 18.
And then of course from here, I could hit enter to open up this Word document. Or as the call center manager for Southeastern, I have my own little cheat sheet of extensions, so I can get to that by hitting the letter S.
Cello extensions 18 of 18.
And then of course I could hit enter and navigate through that. But most of the time, like everyone else on campus, I've got what seems like 5,000 tabs open. So in order to do that, I would use my tab key. Most would use a mouse to click on their Google Chrome tab. I have it pinned to my desktop as a favorite, so I'll navigate there now by using the tab key.
Taskbar start button. Type here the search button. Task view button. Taskbar Google Chrome button.
Now I know that I'm on Google Chrome. I'll hit enter to launch it.
Enter. Address and search bar edit blank. Enter.
So I've stopped speech because it's in the minimized screen mode right now. I'll hit the F11 key to maximize it.
F11 to exit full screen. Press it.
So I've stopped speech again because it just lets me know what I can do to minimize the screen at that point. From here, I'll navigate to my Google Apps to log into my email by using the tab key.
New tab, frame, add new tab, link search for images, Google Apps button collapsed.
From here, I'll click on this, and this, I'm going to guess because it doesn't describe it as anything else except for my Google Apps, is what we would refer to as the waffle.
Enter complementary region, Google Apps, edit button, your favorites.
So now it tells me that I'm in my entire apps list, and I can navigate by either using the tab key or the arrow key to launch any one of the Google apps that we all have. I'll use my arrow key to get to my Gmail.
List of 9 items. Link account, row 1 of 3 and column 1 of 3 and a visited link Gmail, row 1.
So So it says visited link because this is a link on a web page, as everything that we do here opens up in a web page. And it says visited because I've been here before. So I'll hit enter to open my Gmail.
Enter list with 9 items. Gmail row 1 of 3 and column.
So I'll stop speech here because it lets me know where I'm at on the page. But to verify that I'm in my inbox, I can either use my arrow keys or I can use a specific JAWS key to navigate through different panes on the screen.
Apple Pay next time. Pay.
So I know that I'm in my email inbox because I've arrowed to an email. I can arrow up.
Melissa Ramirez invitation.
So I can know that this message from this person, she has sent me a calendar invite for a meeting next week regarding our Slate platform. Again, as mentioned, we all live in a million tabs. So by using the key combination of Control and the letter T,
Control T, new tab dash.
that opens up a new tab. So in order to pull up another tab that I'm needing every day, I'll again navigate to my Google Apps with my tab key.
New tab dash search for image Google Apps button, enter, edit button.
I'll hit enter on that as I've done again. And then I'll use my arrow key to navigate through those tabs to get to my Google Sheets.
List of 9 link accounts, visited link Gmail, row visited link Drive, row visited link Classroom, row link Docs, row to link Gemini, row visited link Sheets, row.
I'll stop speech here because I know that I'm on my Sheets, so I'll hit enter to pull up the list of it. JAWS is saying, okay, you want your Google Sheets, hit enter and pick which one.
Enter list with 9 items, sheet, Google Sheets, today last open.
So this is letting me know what I've opened today. And the first one that I tab to using my arrow key.
Today last opened by me list box. Christina call log.
So this is our call log here in the call center. To open that, I'll simply just press enter.
Enter. Google Sheets dash Google Chrome.
Now, as you can see from this screenshot, we're in a Google Sheet. I would navigate this Google Sheet without the use of a mouse with my arrow keys, just like anyone else would. The first thing that it brings me to is I'm in my columns at the top left part of the screen and the first row.
3/2/2026, A156.
So it announces every time I use my arrow key what row and where I'm at on the screen. If I were to go to the right,
time 7:52 a.m. B156.
It lets me know what cell I'm at, what column I'm at, and what row I'm at. So again, we're in multiple tabs. Workday is another tab that I have to be in. So again, I'll hit Control T.
Control T, new tab dash Google Chrome.
I'll open up a new tab. But for Workday, I can access it through my waffle. However, for ease of use, I have it pinned as a shortcut. Now to get to that, I'll hit the Shift key and the Tab key, which will cause me to go backward through the screen, or I could just simply hit the Tab key to move forward. For sake of time, I'll move backwards.
New tab, link managed, new tab, more actions for Alt Workday link.
From here, I know that I've created an Alt link for my shortcut, and I'll hit
Enter.
enter.
WD5.
We'll stop
Workday.
speech because
Page
JAWS
10.
does try to read a lot of stuff that isn't necessary, but that's okay because sometimes more information is better than not enough. Now that we're into Workday, I can move through this page with arrows or specific JAWS keys. Workday is set up with many headings and different things of that sort. So just for a quick demonstration, I'll move through using the heading key.
Hello there, heading level 1. Awaiting your action, heading level 2. Team highlights, heading level 2.
And as you can see from a visual standpoint using the headings, more than likely it is moving from the left-hand side of the screen to the right-hand side of the screen for each of these tab options to click into. For me and many other visually impaired or blind people, JAWS is an amazing tool because, again, as mentioned, this literally is my electronic pair of eyes. Without the ability to use a mouse, JAWS and the key combinations thereof give me the exact same ability to use all of the platforms on campus day to day that many of us do use. And for one final demonstration, it's very, very easy to navigate through multiple tabs when you have different things open. For me, it would just be using the control key and the tab to go from one window to the next.
Inbox dash Christina Duckmont. 7:52 a.m. selected. Table with 20. Home dash workday. Heading.
So if I wanted to keep these tabs open and then do something on my desktop as well, rather, I would just minimize all of the entire screens.
Windows M. Disk.
By using, as Jaws announced, the Windows key and the letter M, it brings me back to my desktop, and I can see what document I'm on in my desktop to make sure it's the right one by Insert T.
Title is Desktop 1.
But I can also use my navigation keys to get through to where I want to be. So if I want to, for example, open the notes.
Notes 15 of 18.
Or if I want to go back to my extensions.
Civil extensions 18 of 18.
And then I would just simply click enter on this to open it up.
Enter. Opening dash word.
Which is where I would take my notes, and then to get back into my other tabs, I would simply just, in this case, the search bar key, and then I get into my internet tabs, and from there I can control T to move through those tabs. JAWS is an amazing tool. It can do a ton more than what I'm doing here, but it is beautiful to use, again, as mentioned, for those in my shoes with no sight or very limited sight. Thank you to everyone.